As a teenager, Avril Lavigne was living an obscure life in Ontario, Canada. With drive, persistence, and determination, she became an international punk rock starlet. Seldom seen without a pair of baggy jeans, heavy eyeliner, and a tie around her neck, her presence was a breath of fresh air in the music industry. With a career that has spanned over 20 years, several of her hit records have reached the top of the charts, and she has received 8 Grammy nominations. But as for her love life, well, Avril won't be taking home any awards for being a good partner. In fact, through the years, she has left a trail of heartbroken men across North America, which brings us to today's video. Now, we know a bunch of y'all are already in the comments section saying, but Tyga is the red flag. Tyga is the red flag. Tyga, Tyga, Tyga. Here at RRG, we're constantly dragging the menfolk in our Red Flag series, and our brother besties need a break. So this time we decided to switch things up. Because although Tyga is an OG city boy, his relationship history doesn't even compare to what Avril has been up to. Things are about to get complicated. And before these red flags start busting you all upside the head, don't forget to scoop up something to nibble on from rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand. Order now to enjoy some of our 5-star cookies and cream popcorn and other delicious goodies. After getting signed to Arista Records, L.A. Reid and them folks wanted 17-year-old Avril to be the teenage version of Sheryl Crow. But Avril took control of her career and forged her own identity. Her debut album, Let Go, was released in 2002 and brought us hits like Complicated, Skater Boy, and I'm With You. At the time, Avril was in a relationship with her guitarist, Jesse Colburn. But by the time her May 2004 sophomore album was released, she and Jesse were over, and he abruptly quit the band. Avril told MTV.com, "He just wanted to go do his own thing and stuff. I mean, that happens." Band members dating and falling in love isn't unheard of. Take Gwen Stefani, for example. She dated her No Doubt bassist, Tony Kanal, for several years. Even after getting dumped, she picked up the pieces and they continued working together, which allowed the band to stay intact. Now, we're unsure who ended things between Avril and Jesse, but the fact that he packed up and left at a time when her music was widely successful is kinda odd, no? But anyway, within months, Avril had moved on with Derek Whibley of the Canadian band Sum 41. They reportedly met when she was 17, but she kept him in the friend zone up until things ended with Jesse. In June 2005, 20-year-old Avril and 25-year-old Derek announced their engagement. They tied the knot in July 2006, and Derek bucked tradition by legally changing his name to Derek Jason Lavigne Whibley.
What's that on it? That?
It's a heart with a D.
Who's D?
My husband.
Oh, that's
Derek.
lovely.
If you've ever watched our red flag videos, you already know that matching tattoos is the kiss of death for any relationship. Their marriage was nothing short of a hot, stankin' mess. Months after their nuptials, they were photographed spitting on photographers outside of popular Hollywood night spots. And no, it wasn't a one-time thing. The spitting incidents happened 2 nights in a row. That's nasty as hell. Unsurprisingly, her fans were absolutely disgusted by her behavior. And eventually, Avril was forced to issue a statement that read, "I'd like to sincerely apologize for my behavior with the paparazzi. It's trying at best dealing with their insistent intrusions. I meant no offense to my fans, whose relationship I truly value." In the summer of 2009, it appeared that Avril wouldn't be getting her happy ending with Derek. There were reports of public fights, nights spent partying without each other, and speculation that Avril was having an affair with Hollywood party boy Brandon Davis. Avril's rep denied she and Brandon were an item, but rumors of trouble in paradise for her and Derek proved to be true. In September 2009, Avril said, "See you later, boy," and spat Derek right out of her life by filing for divorce after 3 years of marriage. In a breakup announcement posted to her website, Avril wrote that she had a lot of respect for Derek, and in his announcement posted to his MySpace page, Derek stated Avril would always hold a special place in his heart. Aww. An insider told People magazine that Avril married too young, and she finally realized she needed to explore life without Derek. A source later told TMZ that Derek's out-of-control drinking played a role in their split.
I don't regret anything that I did, and yeah, I was young, but I'm glad I did it. It was a really beautiful time in my life.
Days after filing for divorce, she signed over the deed to their multi-million-dollar estate to Derek. This made him the sole owner of the property, which was a nice parting gift, except for the fact that Derek would be responsible for paying over $1 million that was left on the mortgage. While their divorce was still being hashed out, Avril was rumored to be dating actor Wilmer Valderrama in November 2009. And then, in March 2010, she was spotted leaving a Los Angeles tattoo parlor with her estranged husband, Derek. 3 weeks after getting inked up with Derek, Avril was in Sin City with Brody Jenner. They were photographed at a tattoo parlor getting matching lightning bolt tattoos. She and Brody had a good run and were attached at the hip. They even got into a bar brawl together. Avril reportedly got jumped by 5 people at Hollywood's Roosevelt Hotel, and when Brody stepped in to help his woman, he got cracked over the head with a bottle. Dang, dog. While all this was going on, Avril and Derek's divorce was finally finalized in November 2010. After 2 years of dating, she and Brody broke up in January 2012. A month later, she was in the studio with Nickelback singer Chad Kroeger, and sparks flew. Nickelback is known as the most disliked band in America, and honestly, we're not sure why, since the band is a little bit out of the topics we usually discuss here on RRG. But either way, people weren't too happy that Avril was getting her back blown out by Chad. And the online vitriol reached new heights when the couple got engaged in August 2012, just 6 months after they first met. We know. A short courtship doesn't always signify impending doom. But in the case of Avril and Chad, getting engaged after 6 months was obviously a bad idea. Someone that wasn't too pleased about Avril's new relationship was her ex-husband, Derek. Although they vowed to remain friends, it was clear Derek was all up in his feelings. To start, he finally took the steps to legally drop Lavigne from his legal name. What the heck took him so long? And then for Halloween 2012, Derek and his then-girlfriend Ari Cooper dressed up as Avril and Chad for Halloween. And yes, that's Derek dressed as Avril and Ari dressed up as Chad. After seeing the photo online, Chad used Nickelback's official social media account to tweet, "Hey Derek, love the costumes. We were going to dress up as you guys this year, but all the parties had celebrity themes. Ha ha." Not him using his band's Twitter account to take shots at his fiance's ex-husband. Child, I guess. Avril and Chad got married in July 2013 in the south of France. Following their wedding ceremony, Chad told TMZ he planned to stay in the honeymoon phase with Avril until the day he died. 2 years later, they announced their separation. Now do you see why we dinged their 6-month courtship? While Avril was dealing with another divorce head-on, her first ex-husband, Derek, was finally granted his wish of dropping Lavigne from his last name. In 2014, Avril and Derek both suffered from medical issues. Avril was bedridden for 5 months until she was finally diagnosed with Lyme disease. And as for Derek, his hardcore drinking got out of control. He was hospitalized for a month due to acute liver and kidney failure. He later told sources he was placed in a coma for a week so his body could detox, and he had to undergo extensive physical therapy because he was having trouble walking. Avril lent her support to her ex-husband in this tweet. Avril went on to date this guy, and others, we're sure. But it appeared that she finally found true love in 2021 when she started collaborating with musician Mod Sun. A source told ET Online, Avril has a history of falling for people that she works with. She falls in love with them for their musical creativity and expression. Note to Tyga, you better keep Avril out of them studios and away from them men. Even Mod Sun was surprised Avril was interested in him, and he told Us Weekly magazine he was starstruck when she showed interest in his music. In February 2021, he was spotted out with a huge Avril tattoo on his neck. So yeah, you already know how this story is gonna end. Avril and Mod Sun went Instagram official in September 2021, and Avril admitted to Us Weekly that she tried really hard to resist their connection due to her previous disastrous relationships. She told Nylon magazine that she told herself, "I can't believe that I've been hurt or mistreated by this many people. I need a break from relationships." Was Avril the one that was hurt, or was she the one doing the hurt? You know what? Never mind. In the end, she decided to move forward with things, and she and Mod Sun got engaged in March 2022 right in front of the Eiffel Tower. Behind the scenes, their relationship was a hot, stankin' nightmare, and they were reportedly on again, off again. Nonetheless, in an interview with E! News that was published on February 12, 2023, Mod Sun said, "I have found such a partner in this world to go through the chaos that life gives you." They hadn't set a date, but he looked forward to their wedding and wanted to start a family. He was also so happy to celebrate 4 years of sobriety. He went on to thank Avril for being the armor that protected him from self-destruction. 8 days after that interview, Avril was photographed hugging Tyga outside of Nobu restaurant. And girl, they even left in the same car together. By the way, their little datey date went down while Mod Sun was away on tour. The day after the photos were released, a rep for Mod Sun told People magazine that he and Avril, quote, were together and engaged as of 3 days ago when Mod left for tour. So if anything has changed, that's news to him. Well, later that same day, a source told TMZ that Avril called off their engagement. So it sounds like Avril moved on before she told Mod Sun their relationship was over. A source told People magazine that Avril and Tyga were just friends, and a third party wasn't involved in Avril's broken engagement. But then, Avril and Tyga were spotted in Paris attending Leonardo DiCaprio's party in March 2023. A few days later, they were photographed making out in front of a Paris Fashion Week party. Mod Sun also took to his Instagram to reveal he felt broken after Avril blindsided him by calling off their engagement. A source told TMZ the photos of Avril and Tyga in Paris were triggering to Mod Sun because they were in the same city where Mod Sun got down on one knee to propose almost a year ago. The website stated he views Avril parading around Paris as a huge slap in the face or even vengeful toward him. Based on what we know about Avril's dating history, we give Tyga and Avril's new situationship 6 months tops. Nonetheless, we wish all parties involved nothing but the best. If you enjoyed this video, let us know down below. And thanks for watching RRG.